Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, January 8th, 2021. And we begin with President Trump breaking his silence to condemn Wednesday's storming of the U.S. Capitol. In a 3-minute video posted to his now unlocked Twitter account, he called the actions of his supporters heinous. Mr. Trump also said it was time for healing and pledged to leave the office peacefully on January 20th. The question now, will that be soon enough for lawmakers who want him out of the White House immediately? Ranking Democrats and even one Republican want to invoke the 25th Amendment, which would declare the president unfit and remove him from power. It's a drastic move that's never been tried before. It would also require Vice President Mike Pence to start the process, and reports surfaced late yesterday that he is not willing to do so. Another option being bandied about is a second impeachment, which Speaker Pelosi says she may initiate if calls for the 25th go unanswered. The Wall Street Journal, long a supporter of the president, said in an opinion piece last night that both the president and the country would be better off if he opted to resign instead. Mr. Trump may be back on Twitter, but he won't be back on Facebook or Instagram anytime soon. The two platforms have now blocked the president from posting for the remainder of his term. In a statement yesterday, CEO Mark Zuckerberg said the risk that he would use social media to incite the kind of violence seen Wednesday was simply too great. The District of Columbia is taking no chances on a repeat. A new 7-foot-tall, unscalable fence went up in the heart of Washington, D.C. yesterday at the order of Army Secretary Ryan McCarthy, who says it will surround the U.S. Capitol for at least a month, well past the inauguration, and that 6,000 additional National Guard troops will be brought in to reinforce security. The move to beef up protection for lawmakers comes after complaints that the Capitol Hill police force was unprepared for Wednesday's chaos, even though it was aware of the planned protest. Last night, those criticisms prompted Capitol Police Chief Stephen Sund to call it quits. He'll step down from his post January 16th. A note for parents and teachers: if you're looking for a way to help your kids process the events of this week, including the images, turn to the Keep Kids Learning page in our Teachers Lounge at www.kidnuz.org. We've added links to a few great articles to get the conversation started. In other news, Tesla's rocketing stock price just carried a new name to the top of the world's money pile. Yesterday, CNBC estimated Elon Musk's net worth north of $185 billion. Even more remarkable, he started 2020 with only $27 billion, which barely cracked the top 50, making his year-long surge the fastest rise to the top of the rich list in history. Mr. Musk celebrated the news with back-to-back tweets that read, "How strange," and, well, back to work. Make no mistake, life is still pretty good for the runner-up. Amazon's Jeff Bezos held the title for the past 3 years, is still only about $1 billion behind, and just earned a Son of the Year award by surprising his mom with a massive rocket-catching recovery boat named in her honor. It's for his Blue Origin space company and will now be known as the Jacqueline. The pandemic has canceled many events, but Puppy Bowl 17 will forge ahead as planned. That means 3 hours of televised doggy delight with teams Ruff and Fluff going nose to nose. But this turf tear-up isn't only for wags and wiggles. Its purpose is to showcase 70 adoptable puppies from 22 different shelters. Their personalities get to shine, and the event promotes the valuable work of rescue groups. According to a press release, 100% of the pups and halftime show kittens have been adopted each year. This furry canine game airs just hours before football's big game, and as any good matchup would, will include uniforms, commentary, and a referee. Catch the animal action on Super Bowl Sunday on Discovery Plus or Animal Planet at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz. What social media platforms have banned the president for the rest of his term? Facebook and Instagram. What is the 25th Amendment? the constitutional process by which a president can be removed from office for being unfit. Who is now the richest person in the world? According to CNBC, Tesla's Elon Musk. How many dogs will be showcased for adoption in the upcoming Puppy Bowl? $70 from 22 different shelters. In one for the road, live chickens and fast food just don't mix. Earlier this week, a flock of the birds was caught harassing and wreaking havoc on customers at a McDonald's drive-thru in New Jersey. According to Washington Township Police, the henny pennies were pecking at car tires and chasing people. With a manager's help, an animal control officer caught 2 of the suspects. The police have since updated their Facebook post, saying they found the chicken's owners and noted that the birds' beef might be with the restaurant's 3 new chicken sandwiches. Before we head out for the weekend, we want to salute our teachers. In Pennsylvania, Mrs. Zafuto and Team K at Du Bois Area Middle School in Du Bois, and Ms. Pashley and her Northerly Vikings at Northerly Middle School in Aston. Mrs. Polachek at Preston and Florence Madison, they're probably listening after lunch, in Conway, Arkansas. And Mrs. Long, who listens every day with her high schoolers at Trenton High in Trenton, Michigan. Thanks for listening, everyone. Don't forget to take our Week in Review quiz, and we'll see you back here for more Kid News Monday morning.